Hello friends, welcome back to Circle Time. I'm so glad you joined me. It's time for our daily message. Our daily message tells us what we're learning about today. And today is the first day of our new unit, our Earth and Space unit. Let's read today's message to see what we're learning. Ready? We live on the planet Earth. Okay, now I want you to read with me. I'll read and you can repeat. Ready? We live on the planet Earth. Great work, friends. You just read today's message. Before we talk about our message, we are going to be letter detectives. We are going to look for our letter of the week. Our letter of the week is R. Can you say R? Perfect. The letter R makes the R sound. Can you make that sound with me? R. Good. Okay, let's put our uppercase R and our lowercase r on the board so we remember what they look like. There we go. Okay, now we need to put our detective goggles on. Perfect. Let's see if we can find the letter R in our message. There's only one of them. Can you find the letter R? Did you find the R in today's message? Awesome. Okay, let's follow along the message and see if we can find it together. I'll start at the top on the left because that's how we read. And we're looking for an R. When you see me pointing to an R, say stop. Ready? I'm looking for the letter R. The letter R makes the R sound. Do you see the letter R? Say stop when I'm pointing to it. I'm looking. Did you say stop? Perfect. This is the letter R. Let's underline it. We have one R in our message today. Is this an uppercase R? Or is it a lowercase r? If you said a lowercase r, you are correct. Our letter R is in the word earth. Can you say that word? Awesome. Okay, now let's read our message one more time, and then we'll talk about it. Ready? We live on the planet Earth. Wow, we are talking about planets, and the planet where we live on the planet Earth. Did you know that? Do you know where Earth is? Well, if you go way up high in the sky, above the clouds, you'll be in a place called space. In space, it's pretty dark, but there's a big sun that gives us light. Now, if you're in space, you'll see lots of planets, but the planet that we live on is called Earth. Here is what Earth looks like from space. Wow, Earth looks really cool from space. I saw a lot of blue and some green and some brown and even white. The blue that you saw was the water. On planet Earth, there is a lot of water. Most of the planet is covered in water. There's also something called land. That's what we're on right now. We're on the land part. The green and the brown you saw, that is all the land on the planet Earth. We build houses, plant trees. We have so many things on land. Now, you also saw some white. The white you saw is the clouds in the atmosphere. So when you're way up high above the clouds and you look down to Earth, you'll see the clouds from above. Let's take a look at another video of the planet Earth from space, but this time we'll take the clouds away. Did you see all the blue and green on the planet Earth? The blue is the water. There was a lot more water than there was green and brown. The green and brown is the land. The planet Earth is a special place because it's the only place where humans like me and you live. But we are not the only things that live on planet Earth. We have to share our planet. We share our planet with animals like zebras and cows, lions, bears, rabbits, birds. We also share our land with sea creatures like sharks and whales, coral reefs, and we have a lot of plant life. You'll see trees and flowers, bushes and grass. We share our earth with many different plants and animals. We share the air, we share the water, we share the wind and the rain. Our planet is a very special place. Today, we are going to do an art activity. We're going to make the planet Earth, but we're going to make it in a special way. We are going to do a shaving cream plate Earth. We're going to use shaving cream to make our Earth. Are you ready to do today's activity? Perfect. Let's get started. To make a shaving cream earth plate, you're going to need a few materials. You're going to need shaving cream, some blue and green gel food coloring, craft sticks, 2 bowls, and a paper plate. You're also going to need some kind of tray. I'm using a baking sheet. The first thing we're going to do is add shaving cream to our bowls. So I'm going to take the shaving cream and I'm going to fill the bowl up. There we go, the shaving cream. And I'm going to do the same to the next bowl. We're going to fill it up with shaving cream. Perfect. The next thing we're going to do is add our food coloring. I'm using blue and green because that's the colors you see when you look at the earth from the sky. The blue represents all the water that we see, and the green represents the land. So I'm going to take my food coloring and add a few drops to my shaving cream. And I'll take the blue and add a few dots on this one. There we go. And then I'm going to mix it together. I'll use a popsicle stick and I'll mix my food coloring into the shaving cream. Now, if you want a darker color, you're going to need more food coloring. And mine is still pretty light, so I'm going to add a few more drops of green so I can have a darker green. There we go. I'm going to stir it in, and depending on how it looks, I may need to add more. So you're going to keep stirring until it's all mixed in and you have the color that you want. If you want a darker color, you'll need to add more food coloring. Okay, now that I have my green and my blue, I'm going to add them to my tray. So I'm just going to take the green shaving cream and food coloring and just pour it on the tray. There we go. Get as much of it as I can. Okay, next I'm going to add the blue shaving cream to my tray. And it's okay if the colors mix because we're actually going to mix them together. Now I'm going to take my craft stick and kind of just mix the colors together. And flatten everything out. Now remember, if you wanted darker colors, you had to add more food coloring. I added food coloring a few times. And I still think my green is a little light, so I might add a few more drops of green. There we go, and I'll just mix that together. Okay, and spread that out. Okay, now that my shaving cream is spread out on my tray, I'm going to take a plate. I'll turn it upside down, and I'm going to smash the plate into my shaving cream. I want the plate to be covered all the way around. So I'll make sure I get it everywhere. There we go. Then we're going to pick up our plate. It's going to make a little suction. I still had some white, so I'm going to put it back down. Push it down everywhere. Try to get it all over. There we go. And I'm going to scrape the extra shaving cream off of my plate. I'm going to use my popsicle stick. Scrape it all off. And then you may also need to use a paper towel. So I have a paper towel right here. I'll get my paper towel and wipe all the extra shaving cream off. There we go. It is a little messy, but that's okay. Art is fun and sometimes messy. Okay, so I'm going to wipe it off, all the extra shaving cream. And when I'm done, my plate will look something like this. I have green. The green represents the land on the earth, and the blue represents the water. Now, this isn't exactly how the earth looks, but it uses the same colors, and it's fun to paint with shaving cream. I hope you enjoyed the activity, and make sure you try it at home. Did you enjoy that art activity? I had a lot of fun. Here is my planet Earth. I have blue to represent the water and green for the land, and there's even a little white. That could represent the clouds that we see when we look from Earth from outer space. If I would do this activity again, I would probably add more blue because there's a lot more water than there is land on the planet Earth. You can do this activity at home too. All you need is shaving cream, some gel food coloring, paper plates, a big pan or some kind of covering to protect your table, some craft sticks, and paper towels to wipe off your earth. It's pretty easy to make. And after it dries, you can hang it up. You can put it in your room or put it on the refrigerator for everyone to see. And you can even make more than one and see how different they each come out. I hope you enjoyed Circle Time today. We learned all about the planet Earth. Let's add it to our word wall. Tomorrow, we're going to continue to learn about Earth and space. So make sure you join me again tomorrow for Circle Time. I'll see you then. Bye. Hi everyone, if you enjoyed this video, click the like button. And if you would like to see more videos just like this one from Miss April's classroom, make sure you click subscribe.